Boom. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ruin an Hour, a safe place to talk about anything from sobriety, addiction, depression, anxiety, balance of life. My name is Avocado. Some of you know me by Kyle Gray. That's my real name, my government. I'm doing Ruin an Hour today from the road from Knoxville, Tennessee. Man, this makes my hair look like I'm balding or something. It's crazy. I wish I was balding. I have more hair than I know what to do with. So forgive me for the car setup, but this is how Ruin an Hour is going to go today. And yeah, free to talk about anything anybody wants to talk about. Let's see if I got the chat up. Let's see. All messages are visible. There we go. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about acceptance and growth today. How's it going? Beers, bros, MMA. My God, I'm like too far away from the screen. This is gonna be, if I do this, nah, that's trash as well. All right, I'm white as fuck. Deal with it. Thank you, appreciate it. But yeah, I wanted to talk about acceptance and growth. Going through anything in life, traumatic or any trying times, the hardest thing you can do is accept bad stuff that's happening to you, right? We're gonna live through all of the people that we love dying. You know, not all the people, but most of our family members are gonna pass away in our lifetime. If you have a pet, it's inevitably gonna pass. There's gonna be breakups, you're gonna lose jobs, there's gonna be difficult times in your life and trying times, and learning how to accept the uncomfortable and grow from it is a really hard thing to do, and it's something that can be incredibly empowering to you as an individual, and it's what I've found to be really difficult. I can't say I'm an expert at it at all. I'm in Knoxville. I'm in a grocery store parking lot. I could have done this from my hotel, but I've been in my hotel all day doing graphics for the Grand Prix, and I just wanted to get out and about. And plus it's raining out, and I fucking love rain. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the outside. I'm connecting to the earth. You know, like today I would go outside my hotel and just like watch the rain. Steve, what up? Love seeing your growth as a person, your acceptance of yourself and others in your life, and I hope you keep pushing forward, being a better person. Thanks for everything you do for the community, Steve. Thank you. I appreciate that. Christopher, what up? Oh, snap. What's good, Avocado? Let's hope all can grow from these experiences and accept many people won't forgive us for errors. It's hard to gain trust easily broken. That's very true. Pixie, how's it going? Steven, yo, my man. Love from the UK. What's up, Brov Gang? How's it going? ND20, DJ Eric G2. I'm not coming to Nashville. I think we went through it already, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but yeah, so acceptance. ND20, what's up? What percentage of head ice bars do you understand? Probably low percentage, man, to be honest. Head ice is from a different walk of life than I am, and he talks in heavy street code, and I'm not from the streets. Never claimed to be from the streets. I'm still learning about fucking like what bullets go in what gun. Like, I'm not gonna deny that I don't know fucking a good deal of what Head Eye says, but guess what? Sounds fucking cool, and that's all that matters to me, is sounding cool as a rapper. But yeah, back to acceptance and growth. I've found that recently to come to Pittsburgh. I will, man. I will. What's up, Mikhail? How's it going? Acceptance is easier if you can take a step back and look at things from a bird-eye point of view, see things from the universe's perspective. That's very true. Oftentimes, it's really hard to do that, right? It's really hard to look at things objectively in a situation that you're emotionally tied to. It's really, really difficult. I find it being extremely difficult, and especially with current situations I'm going through, it's been, I don't know, I've like found myself struggling with acceptance of things that are not recent, of things that like have happened years ago, and I'm still struggling to accept what happened, right? And yeah, it's difficult. It's not easy in the slightest, but I know that moving towards that acceptance is all you can do to try to grow as a person and trying to be a better person every single day should be the ultimate goal for anybody. It's my personal goal to try to just improve myself in some way, shape, or form every day. Gotta go, bro, because my phone about to die. I love watching you, bro, but I'll always be supportive. Beers, bros, and MMA. Thank you, man. ND20. I saw someone on watch say Head Ice was like Harlem E40. That's hilarious. Avo, what's your relationship with B-Dot currently? I haven't talked to B-Dot in a really long time, ever since that video resurfaced, and it sucks because I considered B-Dot a really, really good friend, and it really sucks. Yeah, I understand his pain and his frustration, but yeah, I haven't talked to him since that video came out. Blows, but you know, hopefully I'll gain back his trust in some way. Yeah, not stoked on that in the slightest. But yeah, Dangles all day. What up, Jacob AA? What's good, Avo? Man, God, you guys can tell I'm blind. I'm squinting at everything. What's good, Avo? Shout out to you for making this forum where we can vent and shit. Of course, man. If you got anything to say, speak up. You got it. You're the man, Avo. You've helped me a lot with depression, anxiety. Your reaction to recent events served as an inspiration to everyone. Salute. Thank you, Dangles. Appreciate that a lot. It means a lot to me. Will we see B-Dot on a future Ruin Your Day watch? Just asking because his commentary is just really enlightening and entertaining. Jan, I hope so. I mean, I hope that I can get some of my friends back. I mean, honestly, when it boils down to it, like, you know, it's not fun going to events and seeing people like hate you. Like, it sucks, to be honest with you guys. Like, seeing people that I've done business with for years not want to even say hello to me. Like, it really does not sit well with me, but I do understand. I'm not discounting their anger, their pain, or saying it's unjustified or anything like that. I'm just saying from my perspective, it sucks. But hey, maybe I need to go through that to learn what it's like to be in Black culture. So you need to go on Pat Stay's podcast. Would seriously love to see you in there talking with him. I actually did do a podcast with Pat that he never released. I did one of those Instagram interviews with him, and he just never released it. Don't know why. Maybe he didn't record. Maybe he didn't really like the podcast, whatever. Pat is fucking awesome, and I love him to death, and he is doing great with his content. So I'm a big fan. Glurg, I'm sorry, I'm gonna mispronounce your name. Blue, congrats on the 35 days with no alcohol, man. That's fucking huge. Blue, you're killing it, dog. No smoking, no alcohol, you're kayaking. Who are you? It's like you're a changed man. Let's go. Fuck yeah. I'm also trying to fight demons from my past. I've recently got over anxiety and slight depression without medication. Congrats on that. That's huge. You deserve props for that, man. I just turned my whole mental health around, thank God. That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah, man. I mean, fighting the demons is part of the process. Like, we all have demons we're gonna be fighting. I mean, I'm gonna be fighting my addictions and my insecurities, my ego, everything, my trauma, like heartbreak. I'm gonna be fighting that for, I feel like, forever. Honestly, it's gonna be something that's gonna be a lifelong battle with me, and it's something that you gotta kind of just learn to live with and learn how to cope with it in a healthy manner that isn't detrimental to you or your loved ones, your job, your health. And that's where it comes. That's where it's fucking hard, because you want to go to something to alleviate that uncomfortability, whether it's alcohol, drugs, work, sex, partying, anything, you know, running from your problems. And it's very easy to get in the mode of that when you're like under like a bunch of trauma, when you're depressed, you have some sort of anxiety. Even when you're under stress, it's very easy to be like, fuck, I need a drink or something. I don't know if you guys have said that before, but like that need, like, I need to alleviate all this stress as soon as possible because it's uncomfortable. And sometimes it's not. It's like that stress is pushing you to be a better person. It's necessary. It's pushing you into adjusting to an environment that isn't just neutral. I guess this light went off. I'll just turn the car on, excuse me. Let me know if this is like annoying, how loud it is. But yeah. How's my relationship with Smack? Good. I mean, me and URL I feel like we left on a very like good note. And man, I wish, but yeah, I mean, I haven't obviously worked with them for a while, and I think that's kind of, it's just going to be how it is for the foreseeable future. But last time I was in New York, I did some stuff with Beasley, and I did some stuff with Chico, and we're cool. Like, I have nothing but good things to say about them. Definitely miss working with them, but I understand their position. Put pressure can really put you to new strengths. Good point. I need to hear these words right now. Thanks, bro. P Dizzle, of course, my man. Thank you. Feel like fighting these demons for real. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Blue. Who's more swole, me or Pat Stay? Probably Pat at the moment. I'm like not very happy with the shape I'm in currently. But I can get back there. Hell yeah. Your go-to guy. Being a good person to being a happy person is never going to be anything but constant effort. Very true. Every decision, every day. The more consistent you are with it, the easier it gets. But always takes effort. That's hella fucking true. God damn. This fucking light is killing me. Yep. Hella true. I'm going through it this week, and I've been drinking tea a lot for comfort and keep thinking about you. Well, Desi, what am I doing right now? I got a tea that I haven't even sipped yet. I've been drinking tea a fuck ton on this trip. Green tea, and you guys know I don't drink coffee anymore. I was thinking of recently all the stuff that I've quit. I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke cigars. I never smoked weed, so I don't do any drugs. I don't drink coffee. I try to eat as little meat as I can, which hasn't been really going good recently being on the road. I don't shoot porn anymore, so I don't sleep with just like crazy amounts of people. I don't have casual sex. What else don't I do? I'm off social media. That's a big one too. I'm not on social media at all anymore, and on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I haven't been on it since like the end of August, and it feels incredible to be off that. Like, absolutely feels super amazing. Why are you traveling all over lately? It's for the King of the Dot Grand Prix. I am filming that, and unfortunately the equipment I have I'm using for the Grand Prix, I can't take it on a plane. It's so much that I have to take it in a car. I have to drive with it. It would be like astronomically expensive, and it would be a huge risk to take it on a plane. It might break. Shade, Avo, just wondering if since you've stopped drinking and smoking, you've adopted any new vices to replace them, not necessarily bad habits, but just more coping mechanisms. You know what the funny thing is about that is, I went down a wormhole last night of watching Joe Rogan, which is slightly embarrassing because I have mixed thoughts about him, but he's a wonderful interviewer. Say what you want about his views. I watched in particular, I watched the one with him and Alex Jones, which is even more extreme. It's funny because I see a lot of how I used to cope with not drinking and him, because he's doing Sober October, and he like literally needs a vice. He needs a vice. Like, he's hanging out with Alex Jones, who's a friend of his. It's not like just anybody he's interviewing, but he's like sucking down this cigar, trying to get a buzz. He has coffee there too, so he's just like viced the fuck out. He can't just have water and just have a conversation. And that's how I used to do it. Like, when I quit drinking, I actually started smoking cigars a lot because I didn't know how to just cope with the day ending and not having a buzz, you know? Like, I needed that like literal reward at the end of the day. Excuse me, I didn't need that. I thought I needed that. And that's an important thing to note. Like, you think you need that shit, you don't fucking need that at all. Like, honestly, that's kind of like some weak ass shit I was doing. Like, I needed to get buzzed. I don't need to get buzzed in the slightest. Like, I can have just as much acceptance and comfortability making a good dinner and being good me, you know, than like sucking down like a bunch of smoke and like getting cancer. Like, so I mean, I guess like the only other habits that I've like picked up is trying to be much more healthy, reading. I probably eat like, I'm more into like food than I used to be, I guess. But I don't do anything that I would consider an addiction anymore. I try to stray away from that because I have a highly addictive personality, and that's a very slippery slope with me. My good friend Lush One says, bad habits hang out like gang members, and that's hella true. So if you're trying to quit something and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna smoke or I'm not gonna drink, but I'll smoke cigarettes, it's kind of like, it's kind of within the same realm, in my opinion. So, have you ever watched Kanye West, Joe Rogan episode? If so, how'd you like it? I watched portions of it. It was wild. It was insane. What do you think? Watch is gonna come back. I'm missing my favorite series on YouTube. Thank you, man. I would try to do one in Atlanta. Unfortunately, the guest couldn't make it, or the guest didn't want to. I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna be completely transparent. I don't really know if people really want to fucking get back on Watch with me right now, because like the climate and like with just the overall culture's like view of me, like I'm very villainized right now. And a lot of people don't want to align with that because like everybody gets flack that does stuff with that does stuff with me. Like I went on Sway Seven's podcast, he got flack. I went on Math's podcast, he got flack. You know, so it's like a lot of people I feel like are trying to, like, they don't know when the right time is. So Watch will come back, but it'll come back in due time. But just to let you know, I brought my table with me and my chairs, and I'm ready to do fucking Watch, whoever's down. I think I'm gonna do Watch with Eddie in New York and talk about his battle. And I wanna get the whole cast of my expert opinion on Watch, like Knowledge, Misfit, Space Ghost, and Math. I think it'd be great. Yeah, I totally get if you want to lay low because the culture is still villainizing you right now, but if you do 1 or 2 watches solo, we'd enjoy it. Hell yeah, ND20, I appreciate you even saying that, man, means a lot to me, so thank you, man. I appreciate that. Keep it moving, fuck it. Why no coffee, Avo? I just, actually, you know why I stopped drinking coffee? It was actually because of Ruin an Hour. It's because when I first started it, we made like a pact in here that we were all gonna quit one thing for a week. And I was like, well, I don't drink or smoke, like, you know, and I'm done like being a sex addict, so what else can I like really quit? And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll quit drinking coffee. I drink coffee probably too much. Like I drink like 4 cups a day, probably too much, you know? So I quit that, and like, I felt like just way better not drinking coffee. Like it was pretty insane. So yeah, so I don't drink coffee anymore. But yeah, I've been sober for 2 years and August, September, 4 months. 2 years and 4 months now. Bro, fly me out, I'll do a watch. Hell yeah. I watch your videos 24/7. Seriously, I can't battle rap, but I know a lot about it. You could do a fan episode or something. That's true. Tea over coffee all day, not even having sugar anymore. Yeah, me too, man. Just green tea. Why isn't there any ads on Watch? I mean, there is, I think. Geechee seems to be cool with you since he had you film the Riot Network battle. Oh yeah, I mean, me and Geechee is the dog, man. He's the man. So, people thinking bad of you are the ones who don't watch you and don't know you. You have the respect of people around you, and that's always enough. Thank you, man. KXN Sept. Appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I wish I knew people who watched battle rap like me, and I'd love to be on Watch to sit there and have a genuine conversation. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Should get Geechee and Cal on a watch. I've been wanting Cal on watch for a minute. Hey, Shade, I might get Cal on a watch when I'm in Detroit. I'm gonna try and make that happen because, you know, I'm a gigantic Calico fan, and he's a legend in my eyes. I've always like thought he was like one of the best, and he really fucking like, I don't know, like I guess stuck up for me during everything, and that meant a lot to me. So the North is next week. This week is East Coast, so it's New York City. But yeah, so been sober for 2 years, 4 months. I was thinking about that a little bit the other day when I was kind of like going down a little bit of a dark place, I would say. Struggling with some things from my past that I'm not currently accepting of, and I was thinking about how sobriety has just helped me so much, and I'm just grateful for it. Ryan, I did a year and 8 months sober off alcohol, and it totally reprogrammed the way I live. Hell yeah. Saint Soldier, appreciate that. I only drink a few times a year now. Well, that's amazing that you're able to get back into being a social drinker and not have it become a problem. Desi, I'm in a grocery store parking lot. I guess I could like drive around, but I feel like that would be dangerous to like drive around and do this. But yeah, being sober does reprogram your mind. I never think of drinking now when I'm super uncomfortable. I really don't have any vices, honestly. Like, and to be really honest with you guys, like the thing I've kind of been going through recently is I have like very few friends. Like, I don't really have a lot of like close friends anymore. And I'm not saying that's anybody's fault but mine. That's my fault. I've like distanced myself from a lot of my very, very close friends for reasons that are not their fault. It's like entitlement for me, ego, other things as well. And yeah, like it's kind of interesting when you go through something and you don't have vices to run to and you don't have like friends to run to vent. It's a very like interesting concept. You literally just go inward and you just start thinking of things, and it's kind of like a liberating experience. I'm not going to say like there's much enlightenment that comes from it. I'm not going to say that like I like discover the solution to my problems, but it's cool. It's cool to search for the clarity within yourself. Even isolation can be lonely. That's very true, Desi. That's very, very true. What can you suggest for somebody that uses weed as a crutch? I would say that weed is like, I'm not going to villainize marijuana at all. It's all about if it's making your life unmanageable. That's the most important thing with anything you're doing. If you're working too much and your life is unmanageable, if like me, I'm a sex addict, like I would just sleep with tons of people, cheat on every woman I've been in a relationship with, terrible, deplorable things that I'm guilty and shameful of today, remorseful of. And yeah, it's like if anything makes your life unmanageable, that's the point that you need to really analyze. Do I need this in my life? And the answer is no, you don't need that in your life. You can stop it. Nobody needs weed. You don't need weed. Some people can smoke it and it's fine and their life is manageable, but you don't need it. It's not a real crutch. It's like you said, it's like a fake crutch for your life. Are you cool with Dre Vicious, Daylight, and Rum Nitty? Yeah, I'm cool with Dre Vicious and Rum Nitty. I don't know about Daylight. I can never really take him serious anymore. Glad to have you in the sober family, bro. Make sober friends, man. Almost 100% of my closest friends are sober. Jake, that's fucking rad. Hell yeah, man. Hope you've been good, Avo. Caught me a rainy day hoodie and that shit's fresh. Slowly trying to taper off my vices, but shit's been hard. Appreciate this channel a lot. Assad, hope you're doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good. You got a lot of people that care about you, though. Remember this chat, I'm sure. Always important to remember. Henna, thank you. That means a lot to me. Shadow work is spiritual work still, so go through it. That's true. Mark of an addiction, once it causes problems, it is a problem. Yep, good point, Saint Soldier. Hard to quit, though, bro. Been smoking about 15 years, and I'm only 28. Yeah, I'm not saying it's easy by any means. Like, any addiction is really, really difficult to quit, and one day sober is a tremendous accomplishment. 1 hour sober is a tremendous accomplishment. It's not going to be easy at all, but I would be willing to bet that there will be clarity, there will be a health benefit, there will be a lot of good things that come with not smoking. Do you smoke every day? How often do you smoke? Oh, it's illegal. That's even more rough, because then you're like possibly gonna get in trouble for doing it. What's the longest you drank in a row for like days? Yeah, I've like binge drank for like, I've been drunk for like a weekend before, where it's just, I didn't stop for like 3 days. Still got to grab a purple hoodie, got a black one, but purple's my favorite color. Shade, hell yeah, thank you. We're gonna be releasing a new color pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. How's Hollow the Dawn? Also would like to see more merch come soon. Hollow's good. I haven't talked to him in a minute, but last time I talked to him, he's doing pretty good. What part of the country are you in right now? I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. Dave Jordan, I feel very accomplished now. Why? What's up? What did you do? Why do you feel accomplished? It's good to hear. Not to get off topic, but did you watch the Khabib Gaethje fight last weekend? And if so, who did you have winning? I didn't watch it live, unfortunately, but I saw the replay. Obviously, Khabib won. We all know that. I think Khabib is possibly the greatest MMA fighter of all time, and I really respect how modest and humble he is. It's something that I would definitely aspire to be. So it was fucking dope. Can you watch more Hitman on Watch? Hell yeah, Hitman is one of the best battle rappers ever. I love that I suggested Purple and you made them. Hell yeah, Desi, it was a fucking great idea. All the time, fuck the feds, don't like them at all. Let me rephrase that. I meant, like, how many days did you have at least 2 to 3 drinks? Like, would you drink every day for months? Yes, I would. I would drink every single day for a really long time. I would, needed to have a drink all the time. Jimbo Slice, what's up from Minnesota? How you doing? New color is teal. That would be dope. I love teal. I'm 10 days alcohol free. Henna, congrats. Started marking off days on a daily chart. Making a physical mark each day, rewarding way to stay focused. Yeah, I can see that. 100%. I can see that. That makes a lot of sense because it's like a physical thing. I know there's like an app out there that helps you quit smoking, because it would just always be on and tells you how long you've been cigarette free. And I know that's helped people that I know that have been trying to quit and kick the habit. I'm a film and TV student, hate working in groups for assignments and finals. What would you suggest? God, I mean, it's gonna be difficult for you to work in TV and film and not work with a group though, man, because film is not a solo job. So unfortunately in school it does suck because it's like you're at the whim of a lot of students and some people aren't taking it seriously. But I would say just try your hardest, man, and just try to be a good leader, try to be optimistic, motivational to your group, never negative. It's hard to do, I know. Jan, thank you, appreciate it. Will you ever be going back to film URL? I hope so. Can't say I will, but I really would love to. I'm an alcoholic. I've gotten a better handle on it, but still drink more than anyone really should. I basically drink the 5th at least every night. McKill, yeah, that's bad, man. But you admitting that you're an alcoholic in here is super, super strong of you, man. Congrats even to admitting that you have a problem. That takes an immense amount of fucking strength, man. So props on that. Now you can go towards the first step of what you're gonna do about it. Is that getting sober? Is that checking into a program, going to AA? There's a lot of different approaches you can take with it. The storm headed towards Knoxville is bad. Yeah, it's raining right now. Kicks ass. I'm from LA where there's no weather, so anytime I get weather, I'm fucking super stoked. I stopped smoking weed through cardio. Honestly, weed doesn't have much physical dependency on me. Through my experience, it was mostly mental. Go outside and get tired. It really helps. That's some good advice. What would you said is the best event you've ever filmed? Man, I don't even know how to answer that. There's so many. I like Summer Impact. I'll say that. You made everything so much better. Much love. People will all smile. Thank you. I love your name. That's fucking awesome. Admitting is the first step. That's right, Desi. Noah, hey Avo, King of the Dot should do an event out here in San Diego. I know the perfect small studio venue that's open. Hell yeah, I'll toss the idea towards them. That'd be fucking awesome. I used to be on the same life path as B-Dot, but because of him and you and Geechee, I realized it's destructive behavior. Also stopped drinking, which also was more of a mental thing for me. What do you mean was more of a mental thing for you? Like the dependency was more mental? If you could ever set up any battle, who versus who? Shit, I don't know. Lux versus fucking B-Dot. How about that? I thought that would be a cool battle. Gonna be visiting America once the flights are back. My brother lives over there. I want to try and grab a Battle Rat event while I'm over there for sure. Shay, definitely come check one out. Hopefully we're doing events. Hopefully they come back, you know? What do you do with all this hype now, people? What? Dusty, what up? Sorry. Dusty, what did you do to have all this hype now with people hating on you? Dusty, that's a really long thing to explain. But basically I condoned a friend of mine making a pretty racist joke, and I added to it and I laughed about it when I should have checked him, exercised my white privilege, and told him that it wasn't fucking cool. So I did that 6 years ago, and the video just recently got, like, somebody like took it and like chopped it up and like posted it. And yeah, you know how things are right now. Especially in battle rap. Is Geechee sober? Because I've never seen him drink or smoke. No, he's not sober, but he doesn't really go crazy. He doesn't have a problem at all. I would never call him an alcoholic. Which battle rappers have you patched things up with, and how did the combos go? The dependency was more of a mental thing for me. Yes. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of fucking sense. I've talked to a lot of battle rappers. Most have been responsive. A bunch have not, which I understand too. I get it. Geechee smoked and drank on his podcast recently. Go check it out. Yeah, he does. But then again, he can handle it. Like, he's not like me. I'm an alcoholic. I can't just have one beer if there's 5 more in the 6-pack. I'm gonna, and even if I have shit to do, I'll fucking still drink the 6-pack. I've like drank at work plenty of times. Do you know what motivated the guy to post the video? Totally understand if you don't want to comment on it. I'm from the UK, so I knew the original. Henna, thank you. I appreciate that. Rock out with your guac out. That's hilarious. I mean, there could be a lot of things to motivate him to post the video. I know that he was very like aware of me, the Jeffrey situation, and he was like, he hit me up like relatively recently and asking me about it. He was like, so would you film iBattle? Because iBattle booked Jeffrey. And I told him that, I was like, I think that the way I responded to that situation is not how I would respond today. I think that I forgive Jeffrey for the comments he made. I know it comes from a place of I mean, like, if somebody's drunk and they're on Instagram Live being inflammatory, I don't look at that as anything beyond that person is struggling with something in their life, and there's something going on there that they don't know how to deal with. They don't know how to deal with in a constructive way, rather than just, I'm gonna just unleash everything because I don't know. So I know exactly what you mean. I can't just take a shot or drink a beer. I get to the point where I drink anything until it's all gone or pass out. Yeah, I used to be the same way. I used to literally drink, and then like when I would get desperate, I would drink like horrible alcohol that was like in my ex-girlfriend's like freezer, and she would always like she would be like, yeah, you drink this when you get desperate. And yeah, it was bad. Really glad I'm sober to say the least. Out here trying to get more dirt on you, ruin your day, not even trying to be funny. Honestly, they're trying to catch you slipping again. I mean, the thing about it, man, Saint Soldier, catch me slipping I don't think is the right word, because I'm the most honest person in battle rap. Like, probably. I have a fucking show that I do weekly that I talk about all the things I've done wrong in my life. Like, what are you gonna catch me doing? Even that video wasn't catching me doing anything. It just reminded me of something I did wrong in the past, which I'm grateful for, honestly. I'm grateful for being held accountable for things I did incorrectly, because it helps me grow a lot. Helps me grow as a person tremendously. And there's like no, like, I'm not afraid. That's the thing that like about like hearing like bars about me and seeing people talk like being inflammatory about me. I'm very secure in the path that I'm on, and I know that I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. I made a lot of mistakes. I've fucked up really important things in my life. I've lost the most important people ever to me, that I don't think I'll ever have connections with people the same way again, and it's all my fault. And I know that. And so, like, reminding me a mistake I made 6 years ago and hurting people today when they see that mistake I made 6 years ago, I understand it completely. So yeah, so that's acceptance is the big thing with that, man. Like, accepting that I did something wrong, and not trying to like combat it with like, but I'm changed, but rather than approaching it as, I did do something incorrectly, and this is why this is wrong, and I'm sorry. In your car, that's hilarious. Sitting outside in your car doing a podcast is the coolest thing I've seen, hands down. Thanks for the motivation, Brandon. Thank you, I appreciate it. Love you, Avo, you're awesome. We all make mistakes, take it on the chin. We can see your real character. The person isn't you anymore. McKill, thank you, I appreciate that. Bet the bloggers won't cover this. No, fuck no. You think any blogger has talked about me doing Rune an Hour? Like, do you think any blogger has talked about that? Of course not. Because guess what? That won't fucking get views. Like, the positive shit in our community is never anything anybody talks about. Period. There's a select few that I notice that always are positive, highlighting the good parts about the community, talking about people that are doing good, rather than, oh, this person fucked up, fuck him. This person choked again, fuck him. This person's quitting battle rap, fuck him. He wasn't even good. Like, do you guys even really like this culture at the end of the day? Like, and then you got other people that are making like whole channels dedicated to basically being homophobic as living shit and calling people witches and stuff, when really that to me is a reflection about a cry for help, that you are going through some serious mental duress and some serious pain in your life that I hope you get help for, man. I pray that you get help. So, Clean, I love how you always keep it real no matter what the question is, and you can show that you're wrong without a problem. Yeah, Cleon, excuse me, I mispronounced your name, I apologize. Yeah, I mean, I'm wrong a lot. I'm wrong a lot. I make mistakes constantly, and I think what I've learned is that you need to own up to them, and you need to, it's like, it actually is a strength to be vulnerable. And that's why soldiers can, I use this analogy a lot, that's why soldiers can march into war and put their lives on the line, not be afraid of dying and killing people, but then when they get back, not talk about it. Because being vulnerable is extremely, extremely hard. It's something that doesn't come easy in the slightest. Avo, do you ever wish we were in day 7, Toronto was day 1 for LA because the crowd wasn't good? How different do you think it would have been? I don't know. Yeah, the crowd was kind of not the best. So, how did I get the nickname Avocado? I chose the nickname because I used to rap, and I was really terrible, and I wanted a name that suited how terrible I was. So I chose a terrible name. The quality of the stream is surprisingly good for sitting in a parking lot. That's good to hear. That's cool. That's good to hear. News is negative for a reason. That's true. That's very, very true. Being vulnerable is scary. Avo, you're right, Mikhail. The rain sounds is hella soothing. I know, man. I fucking love rain. Like, I wish I could sleep out here in this van. I feel it. I think I got a snitch at work, and I don't even have any real indiscretions I can't discuss. It's not that I'm worried about what they'll find. I just feel some type of way about snitches. Yeah, and you should. I mean, like, nobody. That's not a good quality to be, or to have in your persona, to be like a narc or a snitch. You know, it's not, period. Like, no matter, even if, like, you're not from the streets or whatever, like, just snitching is not a good look. Embrace it, yes. Face it head on, accept it, and let go. If you avoid it and can't let go, it will fester and get worse over time. It's okay to have thoughts that make you uncomfortable. That's really, really true. That's very, very true. Billy, I'm in Knoxville right now, currently. While my wife and I play random sounds on the Alexa at night going to bed. I know a lot of people do that. I'm a big fan of white noise too. Worker solidarity. Yo, how you feel about when Snake Eyes came at you? Why are you filming him? I didn't feel any type of way. I knew that he was going to do something because he's not cool with me now. I said hi to him and he just ignored me at the event. So I'm like, okay, you're not a fan of me. And then, so I figured he was going to say something about it. It is what it is, you know, like I've literally every single event, I feel like every single battle has had a line about me, and I don't take it personal. I don't take it anyway, because a lot of the people that are saying lines about me don't fucking know me. Don't know me from a can of fucking paint. So, did you shoot Blackout 5? I was the Turkish kid there who could get into the venue because of the age restriction. Oh, wow, shit. Yeah, I shot Blackout 5. That's crazy. That's really wild. Is that battle rap becoming stale, or is it still exciting to you? Have you burned out and fell in love with the art? It's not becoming stale to me. I think it's really exciting. I think there's still wonderful things going on in the culture. Avo, you ever suffer from no direction career-wise? Have no idea of what to do. Currently just grinding at a 9-to-5. Got plenty of options, but change my mind every day. Shade, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Like, people, I feel like, get in this mode of they need to have, like, the one thing you go about in life. Like with me, it's like, oh, I'm a battle rap director. Like, I have this one thing that I need to do. But honestly, like, even if you would put my job down on paper and it would seem very direct, it's not, because I've thought about walking away from battle rap a lot since this thing happened. Like, constantly thinking about, okay, like, am I really gonna do this? Am I really gonna put myself in situations where people fucking hate me? Like, people do not like me. Like, the talent doesn't like me. They don't want to work with me. Like, do I really want to subject myself to that? Sometimes the answer is no, and sometimes the answer is something else. But life is not a linear path, man. Like, you can go in tons of different directions. It can be like this. It can be like this. It can be anything. So I think that it's never too late to start something new. I think you can always start doing something new. If you're feeling like it, if you're feeling like your career is not really what you want it to be, you could do something new. Also, there's something to be said about working a 9-to-5 job and getting a steady paycheck and being content with that. Because that's how a lot of us are gonna be. A lot of us are gonna, like, who knows, after I'm done filming battle rap, if that happens, I'm probably will just go get a 9-to-5 job and work some job, honestly. So it's never too late, man, is what I'm gonna say. So don't feel pressured to, like, start your, like, dream job now. Like, take your time and be kind to yourself. But what do you think the first event King of the Dot is gonna throw once they get on the main stage? No idea. No idea. Hopefully Blackout. Time heals all. You ain't racist. Your fans know that, bro. Keep growing. Todd, excuse me. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do you agree that caffeine ruined what URL is and not posting on the YouTube is affecting the culture? No, I don't agree that caffeine ruined URL. Even with me not being a fan of them at all, I don't think they ruined it. I think they put a lot of money into the company, and I think that's amazing. Battle rappers got paid, which I also think is incredible. And the events have been dope. Like, Summer Madness was an incredible event. Kings vs. Queens was absolutely amazing. No one is doing your watch along anymore, especially Geechee and B-Dot. Hope things can work out with you guys. Me too. I really do. You're the man, Avo. Mark, I appreciate that. Thank you. Very grateful for the show. Been having such a stressful last few months with the pandemic work. My son has autism, arguments with the wife, and other added stressors. Some days feel like the walls are closing in on me. Billy, do you meditate at all? Do you take walks ever? Do you eat healthy? Do you exercise? Those are things that I want to ask you, because when things are feeling like they're closing in on you and you have a lot of anxiety and it just feels like nothing will stop, those are things that will help you. Believe me, like with what I just went through, I fell off the fucking wagon, man. I like fucking started eating terrible. Like I like didn't run a lot. I fucking am not good at running anymore. Before this whole shit, I was running 3 miles a day outside. I can fucking hardly run 1.5 miles now. It's fucking weak. So when you fall off like that, your body doesn't really like, it doesn't help with the other things that you're dealing with. And you're doing yourself a disservice when you're not being good to yourself. Honestly, I work a very 9-to-5 style job with a boss, and it honestly relieves a lot of stress and allows me to learn and grow in other aspects of my life without worrying about money. Alfredo, fuck yeah. That's amazing, man. Hell yeah, I'm happy for you. How did you overcome a porn addiction? I stopped watching porn for a real long time. Once you realize how toxic pornography actually is, you like realize what it is. It's kind of like me with alcohol. It's like I know what the fuck it is now. It's a drug. It's like a fucking highly addictive drug that's this crazy fantasy that isn't real. And it fucks with your libido. It fucks with everything. Again, I'm just speaking for me because I'm a sex addict, and I was addicted to sex, and porn is part of that. So I stopped watching porn. You actually don't masturbate for like, I think my therapist had me like not masturbate for like 90 days, which was wild when she said that. I was like, what? 90 days? Are you kidding me? And yeah, trust me, it will reset the way you look at things, and then your relationship with porn will be a lot different. So yeah, that's how I got over that. Of course, man, of course. All I can do is be transparent. Tyrone, what's up? How you doing? Todd, yeah, it is possible. It actually is really good for you, to be honest. If you're a sex addict, like I said, sex is a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's natural. There's nothing wrong with sex at all. But I was not having healthy sex. I was cheating. I was having sex with whoever I could. I was doing porn, literally like doing gangbang porn, doing insane stuff while I was in relationships. So putting myself at risk, putting my partner at risk, putting my life in danger for sex. So people that have healthy relationships with it don't need to stop masturbating for 90 days. But me, I needed to like get my life together, and that's how I did it. And appreciate that. Thank you. It means a lot. I haven't even drank any of this tea. When you say no masturbation, do you mean no ejaculation or no touching yourself entirely? No touching yourself entirely. Yeah, it was 90 days of literally that. Which is not easy at all, especially like when you come from an addictive background in it. Starbucks is the best, hell yeah. I always turn to some form of physical activity dealing with benzo and opiate addiction, but I've realized it's not sustainable. If I grow old or injured, I won't be able to exert myself the same. Assad, can't you walk though? You can always walk. You can always take walks. Meditation might also be a good thing to look into, man. I think that might be healthy. Stop saying porn, I'm gonna start jacking the chat. Blue, come on. Come on, guys. Random, but do you think anyone can beat a fully prepared Pat Stay? Maybe Lux. Maybe Lux can. You ever think about maybe walking away from the culture to pursue other avenues? When does acceptance and growth become you just getting battered? Mikhail, honestly, I have thought about walking away from the culture a lot recently. I've thought about it as recent as today. Like I took a shower like a couple hours ago after I worked out, and I thought about it in the shower. I was like, wonder after this event, like what's gonna happen? Like, excuse me, after this tour, like after this tournament, am I just gonna I don't know if people are gonna like want to film with me anymore. I don't know if battle rap is gonna accept me. Do I want to be in this culture anymore of people that like are gonna be like, oh, this, you know, like we've known this guy for 13 years, but fuck him, you know. He's like put his life into this, but fuck him. I'm like, do I want to be doing this anymore? And I honestly think sometimes I'm like, I like this. I like Ruin an Hour a lot. I like helping people. I like being honest about the things I've done. I like being transparent. I like being accountable. I like doing all the good shit that I've done with Hollow and Geechee, like the food drives, the clothing drive for the homeless in LA. I'm very passionate about that issue. I like being, I don't know, like I guess a good thing to the world, or trying to be at least. And I think like maybe if I do leave the culture, I'll do something like that, like this full time, whatever, however I could. I don't even know if I could make it happen, but yeah. How did I meet Clayton? Clayton emailed me randomly asking to intern for me, and then he flew out to Massachusetts at Massacre 1. What's your Starbucks tea of choice? Green tea. I don't have the courage to be in a gangbang, bro. I can't look at a guy while I'm in there. That's funny. How did I meet Clayton? Yep, healthy. Gonna go get Elmac cover tattoo. What you thinking? Oh wow, that's dope. Did you peep that funny moments part 4 of the watch series? I did. It was really, really funny. What are your what are your thoughts on everybody leaving Avocado racist bars? Do you take it personal, or is it just battle rap? Harith, it's just battle rap to me because I know myself and I'm not racist. And the people that are doing that, almost like 100% of them don't know me personally. And the people that are kind of doing that sometimes, like, are people that I've done business with very recently, which is like disappointing, but at the same time I do understand their pain. But also I think a lot of people know I'm not racist, and they're just reaching for the low-hanging fruit. They're like, oh, this is accessible and easy, and like they know that I'm not gonna like what's gonna happen, you know? Like it's like an easy thing to be like to almost champion yourself for standing up to an issue when you're not really standing up to an issue. I will say this, some people I've hit up and they won't say anything to me, and they'll rap about me in a battle. And I'm just kind of like, is this how y'all conduct yourselves? Is this how you, like, I don't know. Are you an adult? I guess not. Desi, appreciate that. You can 200% start a nonprofit. I would love that. The secret to declutter when you restart. I could see Avo as the nicest drill sergeant. I think fixing your sleeping pattern is a good start, and then tidying up your immediate space, whether it be your room or something you can use often. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Hell yeah. I'm struggling with addiction, depression, and they go hand in hand. Is it always a battle in the back of your head? Like, I hear good songs to use to smoke to, and an urge comes back. I get better at handling it. Yeah, man. It's not an easy thing to get through. Depression and anxiety, and especially if you couple that in with having the coping mechanism of smoking, it's not easy in the slightest. What you're feeling is what black people feel every day. Embrace it. You'll really grow, and you will be accepted. One love. Stay strong. Caesar, exactly. I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking about when most of this happened, but I'm uncomfortable with saying that. Saying what I'm going through is what people of color feel, because I feel that's something that I can't ever say, because I don't know what they go through. I will always be a white male, and I will always have that privilege, but I appreciate what you said. Big matchups, hot topic in the culture is always going to get that attention. That's true. The bar's a week. You could 200% be public inspirational speaker for wherever an hour takes you. Here for the journey since you've been here. Dangles, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Means a lot to me. Hell yeah. That's what I meant about the battery in the culture, no matter whether they believe it's an easy Don DeMarco. That's true. People act like you said those words in that video. You just reacted to, yep, salute, Avo, how the culture tried to do you. You still the GOAT. Thank you, Trey. I appreciate that. I saw Khabib fight. It was really, really crazy. I do use Photoshop. Let's be real, battle rap isn't the most adult field. This culture facilitates a lot of man-children for better or for worse. ND20, I think just a lot of people don't know how to communicate properly in this culture, because this culture really builds people up to not communicate well. Like, this culture, like, literally, like, endorses people not talking to each other than making a blog. And like, oh, this person talks about his issues with this person. I'm like, did they even talk to each other? Like, did they even talk to each other about their issues? Nah, they just made a blog. Through all the watches and ruin an hour, I can never see Avo as racist, but seeing that video did leave me hurt, mostly because of how different of a person you clearly are now. Much love, Assad. Thank you, I appreciate that. Totally hear your perspective on that. How was Clip's reaction to your racist accusations or whatever? I see he used a bar in Summer Madness with your name. Yeah, he's had a lot of bars about me. I mean, like I said, I don't take it personal. It's a sins of your father thing with white Americans. They are raised behind a racist backbone. Education is key in condemnation. People who know you know your character. That's a really good way of putting that. That's a fucking really great way of putting that. Yeah, I'm filming King of the Dot Grand Prix every single weekend. When are you doing the Rock versus Light Day recap? I wish I could do it, but I can't really do it with how things are going right now. You're the man. Thanks for your contribution to the culture. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate that. Rock versus Mook. That's going to be insane. Have I had any conversation with ARP? Yep, I talk to ARP quite often, actually. The social media age has spoiled so much thinking. So many people want to address problems publicly. White people can't solve problems at the crib before broadcasting it. I know, it is unfortunate to say the least. I do use Adobe Premiere to edit. Do you watch Gaddis' comeback battle? I haven't peeped it yet, but I just saw Gaddis in Atlanta. Gaddis is the fucking GOAT. Keezy, appreciate that. Maybe I missed it. Did the My Expert Opinion with you already happen? Yep, it did, Shade. It's out. It's been out. It came out a while ago. But yeah, everybody, it's been about an hour. I want to wrap this up. Appreciate everybody being in here. What are you doing to manage mental health during quarantine pandemic? Solidarity, physical exercise, accountability, and sobriety. Those are the 4 things. Am I sick of driving yet? Hell no. I'll never get sick of driving. I love driving. Excuse me. There's a great TED Talk by Joseph Gordon-Levitt about focus on social media and overthinking pressures that distract you from life and overall happiness. Yep, very true. Melvin, thank you. You're the man. I will say it out loud. Thank you. Appreciate that. Desi, what's up, man? Drew, good shit. Thank you. But yeah, thanks to everybody for tuning in. I'll be live next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Same place, ruin an hour, safe place to talk about anything. Much love to everybody. And yeah, thanks for tuning in and all the support. It means the world to me. Thank you.